My channel. Today I reacted to My Story animated. I watched Kira Bridget do this, so let's go.
My name is Amara and I am 17 years old.
Hello, Amara.
But I seem to be the only one who believes that. Don't get confused just yet. I'll tell you everything and I'm sure you'll agree with me too. Before you do that
Okay, will I?
though, click subscribe and like this video. I might just appear
Yeah, subscribe to you already, love. But not on this YouTube, but on my telly.
in your dreams tonight if you don't. Okay, let's go.
You look a bit scary there, love.
I remember that I was 15 when my parents relocated to America from India. My dad
I'm from India. I'm Indian, but I'm British. From the UK.
was quite rich, so we lived in the richest neighborhood in the city, and I was attending the most expensive high school. My parents gave me and
Look at you, I just went to a normal school.
my little sister everything we wanted, but my little sister got more because, well, she was my dad's
At
favorite.
least you got siblings.
I was 3 years older, but she was smarter. I envied her when she got all the praises, but I
One day you be smarter, my love.
was more interested in partying and shopping with my friends. One time I was at a party when I had an exam, and my dad called me and said, if you don't do well in school, I'll not include you in my will. Let's just say I
That's
failed.
a bit wrong. Like parents in 50 years gonna forget about how much you done good at school.
So bad that I had to change schools. My new school was cooler than the first. There were hotter boys and sassier girls. If I didn't come from a rich home, I would have felt like a loser, but I got along just fine. I didn't tell you, I'm a
That's cool. At least you found a school you like.
great dancer, right? Well, I'm such a badass that I became the captain of the cheerleading squad. I know I already
Well done you. That's the thing.
said the boys at the school were super hot, but if there's a word that can be used to describe someone who is way hotter, then you could insert it here for Greg, the captain of the basketball team. We started dating after he walked up to me one day and was like, hey, I love your birthmark and I think you're really cute. Want to hang out sometime? That was
What a cringy chat-up line here.
the beginning and end of that. Everything might have seemed perfect with me, but as an Indian, it was hard for me to pronounce some English words correctly. I once pronounced
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm British, so I could pronounce some words, but I'm dyslexic as well.
bicycle at my former school as bicycle, and it made everyone laugh and make fun of me for about a week. I started
Oh, bless you.
taking special English classes, but to avoid embarrassment at my new school, I just stuck with words I was confident of pronouncing or pointing to things I wanted to talk about. At first, my friends thought I was weird, but they got used to it. But I was quite comfortable with Greg, so I didn't
Your friends will be there for you, so don't worry, love.
mind making those mistakes around him, as he seemed like he didn't care about it. Greg and I spent a lot of
Well, good man.
time going to the movies, arcades, and live concerts. We were almost inseparable. In fact, you can't see me anywhere and not find him close by or something. We were the perfect couple, and everyone wanted their relationship to be like ours. Once, while we were hanging out, I told him I would like to live with him on a remote island and have twins with him. The thought of a life without Greg in it always
Oh, what a wonderful life.
made me cringe. Then, a new girl showed up. Her name was Lucy, and she was
Surprise, surprise. She's not hot as you.
very pretty. You can call it jealousy, but on her first day of school, everyone in class was like, ooh, she's so hot, and it made me uncomfortable. One day, she came up to me and said,
Well, I love you're beautiful your own way.
hi, Amara. I heard you're the cheerleading captain. When can I come for tryouts? I wanted to tell her that we weren't open to new intakes, but I saw a chance to make life a bit miserable for her, and I took it. I gave her the
Ah, sneaky girl.
hardest stunts, but she killed it. She even asked me if that was all I've got. I was angry, but not as mad as when I heard the others in the changing room saying that she was better than I was. I was sitting with Greg one afternoon, and then she comes over and says, hi, Greg, I'm a huge fan of yours. Can I take a picture with you, please? Of course, Greg didn't say no, and he
I hate when new people are in your life.
even asked me to take the picture. She kept holding on to him like he was her boyfriend. I couldn't take it anymore, and
I would be mad too.
I told her to get her hands off him. She started crying like I was the monster, and Greg hugged her and apologized. She made faces at me as he did, and that was when I realized that she was probably sent from hell to take everything
What a bee.
thing from me. Greg and I were supposed to see a movie one evening, but he canceled and said he was having a family hangout. I was bored and didn't want to stay home, so I asked my friends if we could hang out. But they said Lucy had already invited them for karaoke at
I hate when new people take over your friends. Like, no ho.
a bar. I decided to join them since I wanted to see why Lucy was so great and I no longer was. I drove to the bar and noticed Greg's
I
car
really love You're Great as well.
was parked outside. I parked opposite the bar and called him, but he ignored all my calls. The next thing, he came out of the bar
Our boy's worth it. If he's been an idiot, just dump him. He's not worth it.
holding Lucy by the waist, and they were laughing like lovers. I got out, and when Greg saw me, he froze. I started walking towards them when a drunk driver
Let's go, catch him.
knocked me into oncoming traffic. I got hit by a second car that kind of crushed my
Oh no, I hope you're alright.
skull, and I became unconscious. That was what led me to my coma. I remember when I first woke up. I thought I
Bless you.
had just woken up from a deep sleep, but I had all this medical stuff on my body and my family were excited. I asked how long I had been unconscious, and they told me 13 years. I was
What? 30 years.
already 30. I cried and tried to catch up with everyone. My little sister was done
What did I do waking up about 30 years? Your whole life is gone.
with college and had just landed a high-income job. Even in my condition, I still felt envious. The doctors
Well,
were
you still can live your life.
thrilled and informed my parents that they would let me go when they were done with some tests. But the next day, I could no longer speak, and I slipped back into a coma and never woke up again. Well,
What?
until now, 20 years later. Did you know that someone can wake up from a coma for a day or two and then go back?
No.
Now you know. You're welcome. So, how did I wake up again? Everyone, including the doctors, was about to give up on me because they felt I would never wake up again. Then my sister remembered I loved listening to music, so she got me some headphones and put them on me. I don't
That's a miracle.
remember much about my coma, but I heard a familiar song playing and I followed the sound. Amazingly, I opened my eyes. The doctor said my brain rewired itself over the years till the connections were enough for me to wake up, but my sister still believes music woke me up. Did you also know that people waking up from a coma and speaking a foreign language fluently is an actual
No, that's kind of cool. That is cool.
thing? Yeah, it's called bilingual aphasia. It happens when one area of the brain that knows a language is damaged, and meanwhile, another area remains untouched. I could hardly speak my native language, and when my sister kept talking to me in our language, I couldn't respond. I spoke to her
That's not cool. You need to understand your own language.
in English, and I was shocked at how fluent I was. I tried pronouncing the words I used to find difficult, and it was so easy. My parents weren't there, and when
That's a good thing.
I asked, I found out they had died 5 years back. My dad had left me a lot of
Aw. All that time you could spend with your parents in the coma, that's a bit sad.
money, but most of it had gone into my hospital care. My sister was married and had 2 grown kids. She looked
That's a bit crap. You can't see your niece and nephew, and they're older now.
way older than
Anyway, I don't know what went on, but I'll do another animation video another time. Anyway, search for Radio 66. Thank you.